Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday afternoon crafting. I'm glad to see so many people already in the chat. Suzanne, thank you for the confirmation that you can see and hear me. Teresa, you are the gold star today because you were first in the chat. Nice to see you. You have some questions. Well, hopefully I have some answers for you. Suzanne, hi there. Jim, nice to see you, Jim. You've been MIA a little bit recently, so it's nice to see you join us in the beginning. Let's see. Tina, hello, 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 hello. So welcome, everybody. I must confess, I was taking a nap. Hey, Robin. But isn't that what Sunday afternoons are for? We went to breakfast in town. I think I've shared with you. We have this bar saloon in town. It's called the Watering Hole in Reed Point, Montana. And I split an order of waffles and chicken and waffles with one of our neighbors. Yeah, I came back and took a nap. I won't lie. Whew. But I woke up in time and I was scampering around trying to get my stuff together. And here I am. So welcome, everybody. So today, what are we going to do today? I don't know. I didn't have a lot of opportunity to get my stuff together, but we'll figure it out. I got some presents last week from Lourdes. Lourdes, you are such a bad girl. I told you not to send me my distress crayon, but oh, am I glad that you did, because I got to play with it, and hopefully you guys caught my random live I did on Friday, because I have been making kits all week. I just had to take a break and make a card, and boy, was it fun. Teresa, Taylormadecards4u.com. You told me it was free. Yes. Thank you, lady. Thank you. Teresa, I'm not sure. Let's see. You don't have to download anything. It's just Taylormadecards4u.com. Let me know if you can't find it. But I am going to be playing with those scary paper dolls today. I think. I don't know. I bought some. We were in Billings a couple weeks ago and I got some fall card stock. So maybe we'll play with that. I've been working on a design or some designs with some vintage items I got from Crafty Lisa. I'm on her part of her design team, where she gives me lots of fun crafty items that are all vintage. So I've been working on that, and just trying to clean up the desk. I finally got the Christmas kits together. Hopefully you guys got the notification that I did put the Christmas cluster Christmas cluster flip book class. Boy, that's a mouthful. I put that out there. I've gotten those, started getting those kits together. I've got several here that are ready to go out. And then I also started putting together the vintage tag. Too much, Monica. The vintage tag book, which, gosh, I'll share it with you in a minute. It's pretty fabulous. This class, actually, we're going to be using some Tim Holtz Christmas products. So I've been waiting for that to come in. But I've got all the books together, and then I'm going to dig through my vintage stash, because I'm going to put the rest of the kits together. So, whew, busy lady. Let me go ahead and transition down, and we will get to it. All right. Give Give me a moment. It started thundering here. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I don't know where that came from. Whew! All right. Let's zoom in here. So, I've been a busy girl. I mean, I really have, y'all. So, I put together all these books. Now, here's the deal. For the cluster classes, the base is these library catalog cards, which I have thousands of. So I'm going to have the class. I'm shutting down the Halloween cluster kit, and then I'll reopen it after the class because I just don't have time to make any more kits before the class. The Christmas cluster kit is available for purchase. And we've got some time for that, so I'm not overly concerned about that one right now. It's around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. And then the tag class. The tag class is not yet scheduled, but this is what we're going to be making. So it's multi-layer vintage tags and bingo cards and whatnot. And we're going to be decorating this with some vintage and Tim Holtz items. This is going to be fun. And I've got I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I used all I had. 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 12 of these. 3 of them are already pre-ordered. Again, just waiting for the Tim Holtz stuff to come in. But this is limited. This is it. I cannot make any more because I don't have any more bingo cards, you guys. So when these sell out, and I'm going to go to the store after our live, and I'm going to limit the amount that can be purchased. So when these are gone, they're gone. But this is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're going to use original Tim Holtz items. We're going to use vintage Viewmasters. We're going to use paper dolls. We're going to use ephemera. We're going to use some of my vintage item, which I'm going to dig through. It's going to be fabulous. So while I love clusters, and maybe we'll even make clusters today, I don't know. This tag class is going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys consider pre-ordering, because it's not going to be one of those things that I'm going to open up after the class and have it available up until Christmas, because I don't have the product. I just don't have it. So that's my public service announcement. So let's get to crafting, shall we? So if you are part of my Backstage Pass holder, and I am so sad some people are canceling, I get it, but that's what supports my website, you guys. If I'm going to be shooting probably an email trying to introduce the Backstage Pass again. If you're not familiar with the Backstage Pass, it's an all-access pass to all of my digitals in the shop. So I sent out an email, and if you were a Backstage Pass holder, this is, that's bright. This is the kit of the month, which was the Daily Curse. And then I added some more digitals to it. These are the new items that I added, and they're really fun. They will go perfectly if I can find them. There they are. With these dolls we played with earlier this week. Friday, right? That was the card we made on Friday. And these dolls are in the shop. They're limited. Delina, I think it was Delina, bought 3 of them. So I think I maybe have 4 left. I don't know, something like that. But they are quite fun, and I created these backgrounds, card starters, if you will, to be able to have little images to add to. So we're going to play with them. I also created these, which I don't know what we're going to do with, but we'll figure it out. And then, of course, my paper dolls that I just shared with you. And then I also have another creepy set in the shop. That are Halloweeny. So maybe we'll play with these too. We'll see. All right. And then I also have some of my fall stickers out. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of different things here. So we'll see. I've got some of my fall items. I got some of my creepy items. We're just gonna play today, guys. So let's go ahead. Keep this card here for inspiration. Let's go ahead and cut some of these. Melody, you've been downloading them? Yeah. The Daily Curse is a really fun kit. It's my take on a spooky newspaper. I should have printed it out because it's a lot of fun. And maybe I still can. Let me see. Because I created it by hand. Let's see. Open file location. Yeah, let's print out a small one. Because it really is pretty fabulous. Sorry guys, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'll do it. I don't care. It's my party, right? Okay, so that's printing. But do you still email the... I did, Melody. I emailed them this morning. So I'm not sure if maybe y'all didn't get it. So yeah, I did email it this morning. But if you didn't get it, the kit of the month, it is called the Daily Curse. So if you're part of the Backstage... Okay, so if you're part of the Backstage Pass Club, it's an annual membership where you get all of my kits for free. You get access to my exclusive Facebook group, and you help me support the shop. I haven't been charging for my classes, so the Backstage Pass membership truly does help me, as well as, you know, the items I sell in the shop. So thank you for the support. If you can afford to be a Backstage Pass holder and you enjoy digital images, consider joining, because like I said, it really does help me support the shop, so I appreciate it. All right, let's see. So this is the main item Oh, Melody, you're fine. This is the main item for the daily curse. This is the newspaper I made with all these ads and whatnot. And that's part of the kit. It's a lot of fun. I love this one. I also, what I do on my emails, I try to pull in videos I've made with some of these kits, especially if I'm digging in the vault. So I think I made a passport card with this kit before, but we're just gonna cut it out. And like I said, I have no plans. And let's see what we can put together, shall we? Let's just cut this out and we shall go from there. So there's that one. I've got a few of these. I don't know what we're going to do with them. We may not do anything with them because I really wanted to showcase the newer pages that were in the kit for you guys. But if you haven't used this kit before, definitely check out all of the digital images because they're really fun. And with all of the kits I've been putting together for the class, I haven't had time to create a full-on new Halloween kit. So I thought I would just add some to a prior kit. So that way you do get some new things. Alright, so I've got these cut out. Let's see what we can do. So the first thing I thought we would do is maybe, like I said, play with the new images. There should be 4 of them. Yeah, there's 4 of them. And they were designed to work with your paper dolls, your Tim Holtz paper dolls, as well as some of the stickers. So if you have paper dolls, they will work. And I pulled out the Halloween ones to see what we have. Probably the smaller ones, I would think. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. So she's fantastic, isn't she? Look at her. Ooh, she's great. But she would also be good. Got 2 of these. I love that. She would also be really good here. In fact, let's start with her. Why don't we? And then in my remnant rubs, look at, I got that spider right there. So let's and these card starters, you guys, they were meant for quick and easy cards. So I know, not all of us have the time to sit down and, make a fancy schmancy card, right? So I like creating these quick the card starters is what I call them. Because it can allow you to have a background and still play with elements. So let's, I don't know, and there's some great ones here. So let's do this one first. So I have it sized down to fit a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I always like to, for whatever reason, I always like to have a border on mine. So let's get this down to 4 by 5 1/4. And then keep the spiders, right? So this will be right there. So what have you all been up to this week? Did everybody sign up for the Halloween class? It is in 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm shutting down the kit probably right after we get off the live here. Where are my card bases? So these are going to be super easy kits to put together. Ooh, look at that. So see, I've been putting together kits, and I would have been looking for this, and I would have been really upset when I couldn't find it. There was another die that I was playing with that I hope I did not lose. See, that's what happens when I don't put my dies away, you guys. And I thought that I had. So let me stick this away real quick. And I can't stand it. I have to see if I've lost that die because it's part of my Halloween kit. Alright, so it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It was the thin one. Ah, hallelujah. Okay, so that would have been a fit waiting to happen. And I know better. I know I'm supposed to put these dies away after I'm done using them. But, you know, when I'm putting kits together, especially the ones I've been doing, sometimes it doesn't always happen. So, I don't know. This is a really fun die set. The Halloween kits, the clusters, had several pieces from this die set. Put that right there. All right. Disaster averted. Hey, Frida. All right. And I also am getting ready to start my 7 days of Halloween taping. So that will be a lot of fun as well. All right, so this is going to be basically my stage. And we're going to use this gal right here. I have this spider stamp that I saved for Halloween. I have it right in my little bin right here. I'll show you. Right by my desk. Because I always lose it during Halloween, so I just keep it here, and it has its own little stamp, so maybe we'll use that. Everybody needs a spider stamp, I think. This is magnetic, and of course everything on my desk is getting picked up now. It's my own fault. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. So, you can use paper dolls, like I said. You can use the sticker dolls, but I think we're going to use this one because I want to use this spider. So let's just use this. I think this is perfect. All right. So again, the kit of the month, the Daily Curse. And it is available in the shop. And these are 2 of the sheets that are part of the kit. All right. Let's put her right there. Let's see. Add some of my walnut stain. I've been really good about not buying craft supplies. I actually did splurge and bought a couple of new die sets that we're going to be playing with in a couple of weeks. I'm still putting together my prototypes. You're going to have to wait. I'm not going to even share. But they're going to be a lot of fun. These kids are taking over my life. Let's see. And then I needed my scissors, but I don't know where they're at. Alright, we're just, I guess you guys just get to see me. I guess we use the big ones, which is not my preference. Alright. I want to use this spider here. And she's going to be hanging from her fingertips. I have a stamp that does this, but I like the size of this one. Had I not been napping earlier, you guys, I could have been more prepared, but you know, as we get older, we like our naps, right? I think that's pretty good. Part of the remnant rub that says drugstore. I don't care. Boy, I hope, you know, I really, and I feel like a broken record at this point because you've probably heard me say this. I really hope Tim brings back his Halloween remnant rubs with the spiders, and you know, there were a few Halloween ones that I just was not impressed with. But how I love these little guys. And my stash is getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, I do have the stamp. It's a little bit bigger than the remnant rub, unfortunately, but this will work. And look at it, just kind of goes right into the background, right? Let's see what else. I'm just looking at some of my stickers here to see if any would work. Ooh, look at that guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's gonna work nicely. I will link, because of course I'm not prepared. I will link the items I'm using and the description box when I'm finished here. But most of my newer items like this here are towards the front, because new items get towards the front of the store. Oh gosh, should I put that one there? I think I have another spider I can use, because this one I think would be really fun right here. Kind of like she's crawling towards the gal. Look at that. Whew. Yeah. And then I have some of these in the Halloween kit for the cluster class. It's a mouthful. You guys are getting some of these words. Of course, I don't have them close to me. I don't know. I don't know where they're at. But let's see. Let's see what we can use here. Yes, Melody, I did. And I had actually seen that. But I appreciate the link. I am going to go back and rewatch it. He said he was going to come out with new items. Let's bring out the old distress crayon, shall we? He said he was going to be releasing items this year, but all the releases I've seen so far have been just reiterations of what he's already did. I mean, I know we're not that close to Halloween yet, so maybe there'll be some new items. But I just love this crayon. I'm smooching it. I'll just do an October 31st. I was gonna put a spider stamp, but I don't think we need it. I just don't think we need it. So that might be a little too big. Let me see. Lost Souls. Oh, let's do that one. Lost Souls. I think I'm just going to put this right here. It's pretty good. Let's see if we can get it straight. All right, that's pretty good. And then let's put some more of these remnant rips, shall we? Just for more decoration. So these are numbers. Love adding numbers for no particular reason. And even though it's going to be a sad day when the remnant rubs are gone, I'm not going to fear. And you know, I know that there are other companies that have these remnant rubs. And I've tried a few, but I really like Tim's. I just do. And don't know if there's going to be another designer. Yeah, Melody, that's what I heard as well. But the stuff that's coming out isn't new. It's re-releases. So I don't know. So yeah, these card starters, as you can see, are great starters for cards. And then you can just add your own additions to them, right? I mean, that's the idea, is to get you started. Hence the name Card Starters. Okay, Monica. No need to be sarcastic here, right? Cool your jets. All right. Poison. We got to let them know that the spiders are poison. Come into my lair, but if you do, you might be bitten by a spider, and they're poison, so you have been warned. That's my story. Did you? Yes, Lord, you did. In fact, I have. I'll tell you right now, because I have your invoices right here, waiting for Mr. Tim Holtz. So the people that have bought the tag journal kits are Rhonda Baumgartner, Rena Arnott, and Rhonda Anderson, and Lourdes. You bought the kit. I don't have your invoice out. I'm surprised that I don't, but I know you did, because I was checking you out in my shop. So, like I said, I'm just waiting for some of my items to come in, and the base book is already ready to go. It's ready to go. So, hopefully we'll start getting those out next week, and then I can schedule that class as well. Alright, so let's just put random words, shall we? Spider legs. Eye of Newt. And then Lost Bones. And then I think that'll do it. Nice. Alright. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm just going to glue this down, you guys. And there is our quick and easy. Well, I don't know about how quick, because I tend to over embellish. But very easy Halloween card with your background starter. Do you guys like the background starters? I mean, I do. And I tend to create for myself. But I like that you can just have a background starter and then just add to it. It makes life a whole lot easier. Alright, so there's card number 1. Last week, I introduced these stickers. And let's see if any of them work. Maybe, maybe not. At least not what I have cut out. I'm not going to cut out any right now. But yeah, I think some of these larger stickers might be kind of fun too with it. right. So let's jump to this one, and then maybe we'll switch to fall. Because I know not everybody's got their creep on. But I'm sorry. I have my creep on. So, the little girl with the hat. She's so funny. So in the new kit, you guys, you do have some creepers. That would be great for clusters. Great for additions to the card sets. Maybe we'll play with those. We'll see. But I don't want to necessarily fussy cut those right now. So, ooh. So let's see what we can do with just what we have. Look at the little zombie boy. Ah, yes. Just kind of looking through what I have here. I want something kind of small. Maybe I'll use her. So these, again, card starter backgrounds. You do like the backgrounds already made? Yeah, me too, Robin. Especially when I don't want to get all of my background stamps out. And with digital backgrounds, you could create so many more options if you don't have the stamps, right? I can't find my small stamps, but I kind of want to not have this white background here. Let's see if we can rectify that. See, this isn't the best scissors to be doing fussy cutting, and my small ones. Zombie boy needs to hook up with Spider Girl. Yeah, huh? Well, just they can visit and chat as we figure this out. See, I need to just take a minute and look for those scissors, because this is dumb what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm not the smartest crafter. Give me a minute here. I gotta see if I can find. Alright, these will work. My oldies but goodies. Alright. And of course, I already took the backing off, but that's alright. I just don't want all of this white to show through. I want the actual background to show through. So let's just get rid of some of this white background. We might have to help it with glue a little bit, because again, I've already taken the backing off. But, you know, we're smarter than a sticker. So we'll figure it out. Huh! I just pulled off her egg. Maybe I'm not smarter than a sticker. Ooh, she has... she has one leg. Alright, Monica, maybe I'm making it worse. Okay, we're going to save this leg, because we're going to use it. Too fun. Okay, don't do what I'm doing, apparently. And if you do want to cut around these little drippers, leave the backing on. That's probably the better choice. Probably the better choice. Alright, we're gonna go with that, because we already pulled her leg off, which was not very nice. Let me see. Oh yeah, so let's just grunge her up a little bit with this crayon. So I'm trying to save her leg here. And these stickers have kind of a plasticky film, so the crayon smears on really nicely. Alright. And we're going to stick her here, and we're going to fix her leg. And it looks like she has a wooden leg. You know, I can't do it. She's gonna, no, I can't. I can't do it. I need to have a girl with 2 legs. Maybe I'll use her face or something. See, let's find someone with 2 legs. All right, so I'm not going to alter this one at all. Let's just, yeah, thanks, Lourdes. You guys, anybody that is a Backstage Pass holder, if you use it, which I hope you do, because that's the intent, you really, I mean, you have access to every, oh, I like that. You have access, see there, that gets rid of the whiteness. You have access to every digital in the shop. And I've been making digitals for years, so it does pay for itself. And why do I do that, do you ask? Well, once the initial time and effort goes into the digital image, it doesn't cost me to have anything out there. So the Backstage Pass, if I can get enough people to help me support the website, then it's not an out of cost for me. Yeah, that's better. So thank you for promoting that, you guys. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with her. I'm not going to let her go to waste. She's too good of an image. But yeah, I pulled off her poor leg. All right, so let's trim this down and get this on a card base. So let's see, like that. And like that. And then, of course, black cardstock. Oh, there's her little boyfriend. So to answer your question, Teresa, you don't have to use special paper. I do use more of I go to like Staples or Office Max because I like the, I have a laser printer and they have paper that's kind of a little heavier than your typical copy paper, and it makes it a little shinier. So, but you don't need to have special paper. You just need to have a printer. So I'll let everybody else chime in on that. I know everybody last part. Yeah, you have to be very careful. Those stickers aren't necessarily meant for fussy cutting. So you got to be real careful. Got to be very, very careful. Let's see. I should have trimmed this before we started, but of course, I like to do things the hard way. Alright, so there we go. Foolish Mortals. It's one of my favorite ones. Now with these stickers, are the sheets I sent in the kit, I just printed them on regular paper, but I back them like on cereal boxes, anything that gives it a little bit more stability. Yeah, you should, Teresa, you can definitely do that. Go to Staples and have them print it for you. Absolutely. But laser printer is not required. That's just what I use. I don't know if everybody necessarily has a laser printer. You can print it on other. And like I said, I've printed them on just regular paper before as well. Let's see. So we'll do Foolish Mortals. And I think it's ready for a card base. My hands are getting kind of dirty. That's what happens when you play with your crayons. I got my spray bottle here. Let's see if I can just clear off some of my fingertips here. Alright, and then let's see. I don't think Merry Christmas is going to work on that. I print on a couple of things. So if I want my stickers to be clear, I've been using this matte clear shipping labels, which are just a full sheet. I don't know if you can see it, but it when you print and you take the backing off, the label is clear. So if you don't want your background to show through. And then for just the ones that have white, I just use this True Block shipping label. So that's all I use. Let's see. Thinking, I guess not. I was going to put some more little words, but I think I'll leave that one as is. So let me get my card base. Then I'll just put this right here. It's really easy Halloween cards. Thanks, Melody. So I went to the eye doctor last week, You know, now that my cataract surgery is completely healed, I was finally able to get new glasses. Man, glasses are expensive, you guys. But I'll be sporting a new look soon, and I'll share with you when I get them. But, whew. Alright, so there are my 2 card starters. So that is part of the Daily Curse kit. And then, you know, if you wanted to, you could, I mean, I would think you could fussy cut these and put these into the background as well. In fact, I know you can. And not I think, you know. So if you don't have the little stickers, you know, you can use what's in the kit as well. And that was the intention, of course. And then these are just really fun as well. I printed those out to share with you, but I don't think we'll be making with those. But yeah, these are very easy to put together, and quick and easy Halloween cards. All right, let's switch. I didn't even get to use my spider. Let's switch to fall, shall we? I know not everybody is a creepy Halloween fan. I don't know why. I love it. Oh man, you gotta get careful. It was a breeze though, Melody. It was very easy. I was pleasantly surprised at the ease of it, so you'll be fine. Let's see, but we will be thinking of you for sure. All right, just doing a little cleanup here. Okay, so I got some new cardstock that's fall colors, but then I got out a few things here that I thought we might play with. Do you guys remember this stamp here? You have a small window to play with it, so I thought maybe we would. Why not, right? And then maybe we can do some more smushing techniques with it. So let's do that. Okay, so for the background, I'm going to use some orange, right? Some brown, and maybe some yellow. Slice in. I'm thinking I'll use fossilized amber instead of spice marmalade. And yeah, that should be good for a fall background, right? And then where is my little smusher? My smusher. See? It's the one I used for my Halloween card, and of course I can't find it, so that's okay. I've got another smusher right here. Let's use this one, I guess, right? Okay. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted to use, but that's all right. So let's start with a fossilized amber and a sprayer. Okay. And I like to get it beaded up. I did this on Friday, but I figure we'll do it again today. So just going to be random about it. Okay. And then we'll wipe it off. And then we'll move on to wild honey. Okay. These are nice and juicy. And these are, see, the oxides, and then I'm also going to use the Distress ink. So, this one is a little bit more of an orange tone, right? Okay. And then we'll use Vintage Photo. Okay. And then we'll dry it, and then we will stamp that leaf. See what we can do with that. Not bad, right? All right. So let's put this aside, and then let's dry this. Now this is going to be for the leaves. Robin, you're not whistling Dixie. Yes, love Halloween. Love making Halloween cards. I do. All right, so, but sometimes, you know, fall gets overshadowed with Halloween. So let's try to get a few fall cards made at least. So let's see, what am I going to do here? My thought is, what is my thought? I'll probably have a pop-up. I think. Textured. Are these different? These have got to be different, right? That looks more like a maple. And this, yeah, let's see. I don't even think I've ever used this stamp. That's just wrong. So let's see if we can rectify this. So we're going to stamp, we're going to stamp 2 of them because we're going to cut it out. And let's see if we can kinda get this even. All right. And we need black. Black. And we're going to stamp 2 of these. Let's pretty good, I think. Okay, so let's not move the stamp. Let's just turn this over. Right? And we'll stamp one more. Let's see. Robin, have you did you ever sell your second house, or what's going on with that? I don't think we've chatted about that in a while. I'm just being nosy. I saw the feds supposedly were supposed to lower the interest rates coming up, right? So that hopefully will help selling of the house. Yep, I had to wait on my glasses too, Melody. When I had my surgery, they told me, you know, get your surgery first, your eyes might change, and then order your glasses. So that's what I did as well. All right, so there's that. And then I think, like I said, what I'm going to do is cut these out. So let me put this aside. I have to cut with my new paper. Still haven't cleared it out yet. Wow, okay. You just got to put it all in boxes and move it over. That's what we did, and then sort it out later. That's what we did. But of course we we did move a little bit farther than you guys did. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm going to cut this into a square, I think. Don't throw out the scraps. They're too yummy. All right, and then we're going to get our walnut stain. Surprise, surprise. Walnut stain. And, you know, there it is. My handy dandy corner puncher. I love this thing. I have absolutely got my money's worth on this. So let's grunge this up a little bit more. Wow, yeah, I have progressives as well, Robin, and that's what they told me why it was so expensive. Yeah, that sucks. Even with insurance, I think I ended up paying over $400 out of pocket, which did not make me happy. I will not be getting glasses every year, I'll tell you that much. And they're like, well, you have insurance. You're like, well, you know, I still have it out of pocket, though. So don't be trying to trick me and tell me I have insurance, because that doesn't solve it. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. All right. So we're going to do a couple of layers here, I think, because this cardstock is so pretty. So let's just, we were at Hobby Lobby, 5.5, and I decided to pick up some cardstock. I try not to buy cardstock, to be honest with you guys, because I have so much of it. But when I saw these beautiful fall colors, I'm like, well, why not? Why not? Okay. 4 1/4. And then we're going to layer, I think. So let's go darker, and then we'll go lighter. trying to figure this out. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, number one, find my glasses so I can see what y'all are saying. So Delina had progressives for years after my cataract surgery. I've switched them to plain glasses on top of readers on the bottom so I don't have to switch out glasses at all. It's a good tip. Thanks, Melody. Yes, thumbs up. And as a reminder, when you guys are watching the replays on the videos, don't forget, I'm sorry, I'm thinking. Don't forget to leave comments, because that just looks so dull. That really does help when you guys leave comments. So comment away. Just go crazy. Especially now that we're getting into the holidays, I would love for the YouTube channel to get lots of exposure. Alright, so let's just frame this, and then we'll frame the other ones. I don't usually do a lot of layers on my cards, but this is a fall card, so I think it's warranted. Let me see. Because we want to get all those beautiful fall colors in, right? It's maybe a little bit more, something like that. And then let me just try to center this. Right. It's not bad. Okay, and then we'll copy what we did here. We'll do the bigger ones here. So I was given this huge squash, and I kid you not, the squash was like this big. So I'm going to be making squash bread probably later tonight. That's what I'll be doing. Now I had the idea about making this 3D. I still think I'm going to do that, and that was the reason I double stamped it. So we'll do that in just a minute. So we'll do that next, and then we'll do the brown cardstock. I know this is a real simple card. So I hope you guys aren't like sitting there yawning. But, you know, every card does not have to be a masterpiece. So 2, 5, no, that's not right, Monica. 4 by 5 1/4. Right? And then sometimes we just got to pull out our stamps. So that's going to be the base. And then this one is going to be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. I think I'll have to go with the continuous corners. Every card we make is a masterpiece. Right on, Delina. I love your attitude, girl. Alright, so I think, yeah, that looks good. Alright, so let me... Maybe I'll make a few fall cards. My niece just had a baby. I probably should send her a card. So there's that, and then we'll put this like that, right? And then I've got, let's see what we got going on here. So this one goes here. Hello, Maxie. Maxie has entered the room. This goes like, no, that doesn't go like that. How does this go? Well, I guess it would help if I put it on the right side. Oh, that was the right side, Monica. You're losing your brain. Oh, it's because you have the film on. Duh. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So this will go here, like that. And then this one goes here. Okay, so now that we've figured out the stamping situation, what word? Grateful and thankful for you. Autumn greetings, I think. Let's just keep it generic. So that way I can send it to anybody. Hey, Maxie. Hey, Mr. Max. So that's why I say save your scraps. Because sometimes you can use them. Autumn greetings. Let's see if we can keep this in place. It's going to be close. Yes, Delina, I remember you talking about your little shepherd. I'm so sorry. That's tough. I've had to put down a few animals in my lifetime. It's always hard. You know, and you always say it breaks your heart you're not going to get any more animals, but then we do. You know. Melody's going to meet her granddaughter. That's exciting. Any one of your fall cards would fit for a new baby, you think? It's a little boy, so probably not the zombie boy, huh? Probably not the zombie boy for congratulations on your baby. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be funny? Autumn greetings. Alright. I like it. Okay, so that looks fabulous. Wouldn't that be funny if you sent a, congratulations baby card and it was a little zombie boy? Oh my goodness, what a crazy sense of humor I have. Some people would appreciate it, but maybe not everybody. Okay, and let's course the walnut stain, y'all. Looks good. Look at that. We'll just stick this right, I think right here. I think I'm going to pop it up. We could do it. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We're going to still cut that leaf, I promise. looking pretty nice, I think, you guys. What do you think? How should I... Well, we'll think about that in a minute. Okay, let me cut this out so I can pop it up. I'll see what I'm doing in a minute here. So did y'all see the Tim Holtz asked and answered on texture paste? Or no, I don't even know if it was texture paste. Maybe it was. His mediums. I'm gonna pull out my mediums and check them out. I gotta see what I have. I have the glow in the dark paste, but I'm thinking about getting the glow in the dark embossing powder. What are your guys' experiences with glow in the dark? Okay, go. I want to hear what y'all have to say. I want to know what you know about glow in the dark. I saw Amy R. I've been watching a lot of videos, you guys, because, again, when I'm doing kits, I'm sitting at my desk, and I would be bored to death if I didn't have something on the background. And it can't be necessarily a movie or a show because I'm not really paying attention. I'm kind of listening, paying attention. And I saw she started her Halloween series. And she was using glow-in-the-dark embossing. Let's see, some looks at a phase doesn't hold. Okay, Robin. I started to watch it, but with so much in a couple of minutes. Turn it off. Yeah, 3-hour live, Robin. I hear ya. I watch a little at a time. I'm with you, girlfriend. I'm at 100%. So with the glow in the dark, some people like it, some people don't like it. It looked kind of cool, though. It looked kind of cool. I don't know. I've already invested. That's why I've got to look at my mediums. Maybe we'll do next week. We'll play with our mediums. I won't take a nap, and I'll be more prepared. But it's kind of fun. I know I did it last year with one of the alchemy stencil that I had at the shop. I might still have some of those, but I used the paste on that, I believe. You guys can go back and find my glow in the dark video. It's the Halloween video. But yeah, so I've started, whenever I start thinking about my 7 Days of Halloween series, it's always, you think about it for a while, kind of formulate your ideas. And then I saw that she's just popping out Halloween cards, here and there. No series. And I thought, would people like that instead of 7 Days of Halloween? But then I like knowing every day we're going to get a new video, for a week. That's kind of fun too. I don't know. So yeah, so maybe I'll invest. Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll invest in the embossing, glow in the dark embossing. It's not too expensive. Okay, we need the black crayon. But I was just curious. Let's see if you get a blue light. Yes, Lourdes, I saw Tim talking about that. Oof, that is very grungy. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I wanted to go to the Stampers Anonymous site and see if there's any stamp sets that I want that I didn't buy that maybe I'll get now. But honestly, I left you hanging there. Honestly, I dropped something. Honestly, when he comes out with new releases, if I like it, I get it. It's the only time I warned my husband that I'm going to be spending money on craft supplies, are usually around the holidays. But, you know, there might be one that I was on the fence, and then maybe I'll get it now. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I was kind of thinking about doing. Don't you have to use a black light to see the glow? Yeah. Not a big fan of the glitter. I do have that glitter spray, the duster, which is just enough for me. Alright, so I need... Ooh, should we make it a wobble? I got these little wobbles in the shop, you guys. I haven't been using them a lot. Maybe I should. And then we can just put that right on top. So how does this go? I think that goes on the bottom, right? Okay, let's do that. Only a small one would work. Alright. Let's put... Yeah, a big wobbler would not work. But a small wobbler would work. There we go. We'll just line it up. Just like that. You can kind of see it a little bit, but not bad. Ooh, that's tall. Maybe that wasn't a great idea. Oh man, kind of need... Oof, maybe that wasn't a great idea. Oh, I've already smudged it. Well, I guess this is going to go on top since I've already smudged this. We're going to leave it. Alright. And then let's pop this up. So we'll just put this here. One. We'll do two. I probably should have just popped up the leaf. I guess I still could. I don't know if the wobble works because it's kind of awkward. We're not going to waste it though, so I'm going to put it aside and we'll use it. But I think I'm going to just do the pop-up for this. So yeah, Tim brought out the glitter from the Christmas Live and other paste. Yes, I did start watching it, Robin, but I was with you. I can't spend 3 hours. So I will go back because I'm curious, you know. I'm a curious person. I want to know. All right, so let's just pop this, shall we? Put that right down the middle. And then we'll just do some side ones. Okay, so I think I started to ask you, and then of course I got distracted. Did y'all sign up for the Halloween cluster card class? It's going to be fun. We haven't done clusters in a while, and I've intentionally not done any, even though I love making them, because I want to kind of get us excited about the class. So hopefully you guys will be able to attend live. If not, it will be available for replay like all my classes are. The live is always fun, right? So hopefully you guys, I hope to see you guys there. I hope to see some familiar faces. All right, I think that'll work. I have 3 hours scheduled. I'll be sending out the link next weekend. And I have 3 hours scheduled, but we may or may not need 3 hours. We'll see. I think we can do 10 clusters in 3 hours and put them on a book. We'll see. All right, that looks better. And we'll just pop this little fella up. There you go, little fella. That looks better. Pretty. Nice, right? And then we'll put this, trying not to get black soot all over my cards. Autumn greetings. That looks good. Let's see. And do I have a card base here? I thought I did. We're gonna put it together. Oh, I wonder how. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I wonder how. These are clear stickers. I wonder how that would look to put. I don't know. Let's see. Have to be a tolly. Oh, she's fun. Look at her. I like all these little leaves coming around though. Ooh, that's fun. Should I put a little sticker? I kind of want to, you guys. What do you guys think? Pumpkin in the corner? Yeah. Do you like her? She might be kind of fun with all the leaves. Let's do it. All right, what do I have? Are these stickers? Are these... What are these? I got these last season. I don't have these in the shop. So this is just for me. But I like it kind of how this falls into the leaf theme, right? There it is. All right. All right, you know what? I need to cut this. See, that's what happens when we're live, you guys. You get to see me not have my stuff together. All right, let me figure this out. So, I mean, it's kind of clear, but I think I'd like to maybe make it a little tighter, and then I'll do the leaves throughout. These are not my favorite scissors for fussy cutting, but my black ones are on my desk buried somewhere. Let's just get tight here. So I'm going to be going to Jacksonville, Florida, mid next month. I'll be gone for 3 days for my job. So it shouldn't impact our lives, though, I don't think, because I'm leaving on a Monday, coming back on a Thursday, so I should be all right. All right, let's try this, and then we'll add those other ones. I think that'll be cute. And then we're almost done. I gotta go figure out dinner, start my zucchini bread. And get some things done. All right, so let's see if we can get this straight. Underneath would be good. A little off the side, but we're going to put that on a card, so no problem. That's kind of fun, huh? And then I had some of these leaves here. Let's see if we can salvage these leaves. Oh, it's going to be a bear to get these off, get the backing off. Alright, where am I at with time? Huh, 1 hour and 40 minutes? Holy cow, guys. I'm just sitting here crafting away without a time check. We are almost finished. And then we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, let's get this here. So what do you think about the addition? Did it ruin the card? I mean, that's the nice thing about stamps, right? You can always do it again if you had to. Not a big deal. But she looked like she was ready for autumn. I knew this was going to be a bear. Let's see if we can get this off. Yes, and I'm just sitting here chit-chatting. So we'll put this addition, I'll just put this like right here. And then I think I had a couple more, right? And then I got to put it on a card backing, and then we'll be good to go. Let's see. All right, there we go. And let's put this, we'll put this one down here. It's nice. I like it. What do you guys think? Just got to get a card backing. I was reading what Melody was saying about her cartridges. Yeah, I have a LaserJet, and the cartridges are about $100 a pop, but they last a long time. Yes, it. HP Color LaserJet Pro is what my printer is. It's nice. All right. There we go. All right. So we made an autumn card. Not typically my wheelhouse, but still very nice. Using the... I swear, if there was a snake on my desk, it would bite me, and I wouldn't even know it coming. This is the Tim Holtz set. Had this for a bit, but I love the effect, right? And we didn't really have to do any coloring. I just did some squishing, which is really, really nice. And then, of course, we made the 2 Halloween cards. For those of you that like to get your creep on. All right, guys, that is all I have today. I think that's enough because we've been going an hour and 45 minutes. And I will hopefully get your, like I said, get your tag kits out. Waiting for the Tim Holtz sets to come in. But the books are all set, ready to go. And it should be fun. All right, that is all I have, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Enjoy any crafty time you can fit in. I know many of you all are retired. I am not, which I'm jealous of. But anyway, if you haven't downloaded the new kits, the Daily Curse has these ghoulish figures in there. A lot of fun to work with. So yeah, so enjoy your craft time, and we will see you again next time. Bye.